The process takes too long? Well, then tell people to stop swimming here and the process would be smoother. A wall isn't going to stop anything. Boundaries always help. Try it with your ex. No one is illegal on stolen land. Okay, little miss, swipe or no swiping.
Jeez, that last one was ruthless. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Lord Scrub himself, and you know, with politics fast moving, fast changing, and constantly in flux, there's always certain concepts that are just brought into the conversation, and people are like, "What is this? We gotta talk about this now." And one of those things are borders, right? Borders, do they matter? Are they important? And why should we care? Well, naturally, what inspired me to do this video was this person blatantly giving just some let's just say some sassy comebacks to individuals who have a problem with police officers that are directly designed to enforce that our borders matter, i.e. aka the ICE. And so naturally, I want y'all guys to be prepared for this, because this man is ruthless. But we can definitely use this as a way to talk about certain concepts that are surprisingly biblical, right? And so, well, let's hear him absolutely be a menace for a few minutes, for about 60 seconds. Let's go.
And we let everyone in. Our border is not your mother. Mass deportations separate families. Well, so does baby mama culture. Mind you, y'all can leave together. Who's going to clean Trump's toilets? People with birth certificates. What did I see at the border? 50 Shades of Brown and a Diddy casting call. Refugees are fleeing communism. Actually, they're just bringing communism here. The process takes too long? Well, then tell people to stop swimming here and the process would be smoother. A wall isn't going to stop anything. Boundaries always help. Try it with your ex. No one is illegal on stolen land. Okay, little miss, swipe or no swiping.
Jeez, that last one was ruthless. Dora, she like Dora the Explorer, she getting deported, and so much flew by in a short amount of time. I mean, the first comment here literally says, like, the border is not your mother, highlighting how consent and access to areas is important. Let's read a few of these comments. Let's see what we got here. It says here, woke up and chose violence. I mean, hey, like when somebody's space is invaded, or when certain things or certain problems that shouldn't exist, if certain laws are adhered to, people do tend to be a bit more violent, right? Yes, like there's more crime here. Where are the police? Well, they're eating donuts at the coffee shop. What? Like you should be doing your job to naturally cause this never to happen, because you're the scarecrow. You scare the crows away. But anywho, let's keep moving. Okay, Miss Swiper No Swiping. Yeah, the Dora comment. How many times did I watch this? Yes. Woke up and chose savagery. And of course, I remember this meme when it was popular. Bada bing boom bop pow, and the crowd's like, oh whoa. So we'll read one more comment and then we'll talk about borders. I am on the right side of the algorithm this morning. Oh wait, hold on. We'll read one more. It says here, mind you, y'all can leave together. Sent me. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I mean, he's basically saying the quiet part out loud, right? People do have this idea where it's like, well, we should be empathetic for people's situations, or more accurately, their current circumstances, and kind of have short-term memory loss, Dory syndrome, on their history of what they've done to be here. And so, with that being said, borders, let's talk about them, because surprisingly, they are very biblical and they are surprisingly God ordained. And so the first verse I have for you guys is Deuteronomy. So we're just gonna zoom in just a little bit. Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8, and it says, when the Most High gave to the nations their inheritance, when he divided mankind, he fixed the borders of the peoples according to the number of the sons of God. And so borders are synonymous with territories, and so borders are a very important thing. God gave everybody their space. He allowed them to take up space in certain areas to have their cultures, or more accurately, have their living for their people. And so I was shocked. I was like, wow, because this does remind me of a verse in the New Testament, and I was surprised it was in the Old one. And for those who don't know, Paul famously used this argument in Acts chapter. Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second. My music just stopped. Why is it doing that? Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, I was wondering what was going on. My music isn't looping as it normally does, but I did just adjust some of my settings, so maybe I need to adjust a bit more, see what's going on under the hood to make sure things are going right. And so, back to what I was saying. So yeah, Paul famously quoted this when conversing about people, hey, not knowing the true God. They have an altar to this unknown God, this entity, which literally is dubbed on the altar unknown God. We know it exists. We know there's some history behind this. We know something is supposed to be here. We just don't know what it is. And he highlights this like through common understandings that we know, and he says this: and he made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth. So right off the bat here, this lets us know there's only I know we have a bunch of ethnicities that are dubbed races, as if they are individual races of themselves, right? The white race, the black race. But of course, according to the Bible, the claim is that no, there's only one kind, mankind. Not black kind, not white kind. No, he made of every man, rather from one man, every nation of mankind. So let's keep moving. Having determined allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling places. And so boundaries matter, right? Like they matter because these are where people live, and this is where they exist in their hometown. And so naturally, there's a bunch and I don't have every verse that talks about borders. It's surprisingly a casual, like a important topic that's ordained yet casually talked about in passing when the Bible talks about events and various in various areas that the people of Israel have gone through. And so let's keep moving, right? Let's keep moving. In Deuteronomy 19 verse 14, it says this: you shall not move your neighbor's landmark, which the men of old have set in the inheritance that you will hold in the land that the Lord your God is giving you to possess. So naturally, this is always talking about like property, right? Your neighbor, the person next to you, the house next door, right? And highlighting how you will not encroach on their space. You will not, like essentially, well, I think I should have this amount of space. No, you will keep honest to what you have and not take hold on somebody else's. And naturally, this concept can be highlighted not just with like Israelite neighbors, but neighboring territories, right? Your neighbor is not just your neighbor next to your house. It's your neighbor, the kingdom next to you, right? Or this area over here. If those areas are fixed based off of Deuteronomy 32, right? Then naturally it makes sense that simply put, we won't encroach on people's space. And so naturally, it's an ancient concept that we see like especially in our modern day being foregone or trespassed. And naturally that word trespass, right? No trespassing upon this person's yard, the beware of the dog. Like we see that this is where problems come from. This is where like this important aspect of living, when invaded, does cause problems, whether it's somebody breaking into your house or somebody breaking into the country. Like it causes natural issues. And so where do we go from here? Well, we see that that even back then they had manners when going into other territories. So Numbers 20 verse 17, it says, please let us pass through your land. We will not pass through field or vineyard or drink water from a well. We will go along the king's highway We will not turn aside to the right or to the left until we have passed through your territory. So this ancient concept of borders is so important that even God's chosen people at the time had to adhere to respecting other people's borders. Like, hey, like, just let us pass through. We're not here to cause any trouble. We just want to go on by. And naturally they were allowed to, amen. But the point is, again, such an important concept that even we have historical record of individuals who want to pass through actually having to be asked to pass through, even though it's quote unquote the King's Highway, which should suggest that, oh, you can pass through, it's fine. But no, you have to actually be granted permission, right? Because this is somebody else's property, this is somebody else's domain, right? So let's keep moving. In Psalm 147 verse 14, it says, he makes peace in your borders, he fills you with the finest of wheat, highlighting how it's actually God who protects the space, who causes it to be peaceful. And so naturally, this is specific. I would assume this is specifically for the people of Israel at the time, right? Because naturally, God is the God of the Jews. He very much wants to tie himself to these people and fulfill his love through them. Obviously, for the future coming of the Messiah, to highlight, salvation and God's faithfulness. But the point is, God respects, even God respects borders, and makes sense, right? He put them in place. And so let's keep moving. I thought I had more of this. I did look up a whole lot more verses than this, but I think that is enough for now. And so naturally, simply put, borders are important. They should be respected. And given the implication of this verse, once they are respected, right? Once you honor what God has established, then God can truly start to make peace within your borders, right? And so naturally, I think we should respect borders. I think we should. I think we can do this. And so let me know what you guys think. Do you think I proved the point of borders being a divinely instituted thing? God protects it, God respects it, and God wants people to respect it. Or do you think I was just waffling for a good 10 minutes? I don't know. I think personally, well, simply put, I already told you what I think. So with that being said, I appreciate you for listening to this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless and stay blessed. Take care, everybody. And yeah, respect borders. Respect borders. There's something to be respected. I mean, you wouldn't want somebody coming in on your neighborhood, like walking through your grass, walking up to a house behind, looking through your windows. No, that'd be weird. It's your property. And so naturally, you know what side I'm on. But let me know what you guys think if you guys want to say anything in the comments. I do read the comments. But yeah, that's it. God bless and stay blessed. Take care.